Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name's Sarah and today we're going to do another pick a card tarot and oracle reading. And today we are going to tap into September 2025. This is a very significant month because we have an eclipse season that will be affecting the energy all month long, okay? Eclipse seasons happen twice a year and they are times of massive change. A lot of karmic patterns and lessons come to a close and new opportunities that are more in alignment with your true soul come in. So it can be a challenging time if you are out of alignment, if you are still dealing with very difficult karmic patterns and lessons within yourself that are unhealed, but it can also be a time of great opportunity and change if you are open to being readjusted by the universe and sort of picked up by the shoulders and put onto your right path. So this is a very important month to really tune into and get a head start on, so that's what this reading is for. What I need you to do is take a look at all three groups on screen and select whichever one you feel most drawn to. Some of you guys may feel drawn to more than one group, and that's totally fine. Others of you might feel drawn to just one. Some of you might be drawn to all three, and that's fine too. Of course, my phone goes off as I'm in the middle of saying this, so I do feel like this month already for the collective is going to be one of a lot of communication and opportunities coming in, okay? Lots of changes. So when you feel ready, take a look at all three groups on screen and select whichever one you feel most drawn to. We have group number 1 with the rose quartz, group number 2 with the lapis lazuli, and group number 3 with the amethyst. Pause if you really want to meditate on it and just listen to your first intuition, your first gut instinct, okay? And while I have you here, if you did not download my free tarot guide ebook, go do that now. This is a completely free guide to learn all 78 tarot cards, their card meanings upright and in reverse, and in different types of readings such as love, career, personal readings, and each page gives you practical advice on what to do if you pull that card in your reading. So it's completely free. Go download it now. It will sign you up for my email marketing where you'll be sent lots of great discounts on readings, life coaching, my course, as well as free resources that I send from time to time. I'm about to send one out now, actually. So go sign up for that. And if you're still selecting your group, pause now. Otherwise, let's begin. Hello, group number 1, and welcome. You guys selected the rose quartz. Now, the rose quartz is a really great stone for self-love, okay? Some of you guys may feel more drawn to loving yourself, and that can bring in romantic love, friendship love, all sorts of love, okay? Familial love. Let's dive into your reading and see what's in store for you in September. We have divine timing at play here. The divine brings things in the timing that we need. Nothing comes before we're prepared, nor leaves too early. May I always trust your perfect and holy timing, dear Lord. Yes. So if you look back into your past, everything, you can really see how everything had to happen in order to get to where you're at, right? And so where you're at currently, have that same mindset. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be at right now, and my current reality is teaching me the lessons that I need to learn and bringing in the blessings that I am ready to experience, okay? Live life in the present moment. Experience gratitude for what you currently have. If I selected group number 1, I would definitely try to make a gratitude list every single day for what I presently have. Like, I am presently happy for my health, my fitness, my skin, clear skin, etc., whatever it is that you are genuinely grateful for. You know, even if you have nothing or you feel like you have nothing, find something to be grateful for. I'm grateful I have so many great ideas in my head that I'm going to take action on. I'm so grateful I have this, that, the third, you know, try to drop into that gratitude. We have transformation. Okay. September is going to be quite a crazy, beautiful month for group number 1. I am seeing your life is going through a massive transformation. I'm seeing a positive transformation in my mind's eye, like in my clairvoyance. I'm actually seeing a lot more freedom financially. Some of you guys may be drawing in more wealth, more money to you. going through a bodily transformation. Comment down below, are you going through some sort of major physical changes with your body, such as working out, getting fit, getting in shape, losing weight, getting tattoos, a haircut, even like upping your wardrobe? There's something here about like a massive physical transformation that I'm picking up on that feels really, really nice. This could even be like renovating your home, or even some of you guys might even literally be moving, upgrading your living situation, something like that. It feels like you are glowing up in some way this month, and it feels very transformative. There's also something here, when I see the butterfly, it always makes me think how they start as caterpillars. They go through a painful process, like literally turning into a goo. Everything in their life is torn apart and breaks down. So if you select group number 1, you may resonate with the feeling of like your entire life just being ripped to shreds recently. As crazy as that sounds, like maybe you lost a lot of friendships or relationships, or you moved, or it feels like everything that your life once was has recently ended. Like nothing looks the same. Where you were at this time last year was so different. Okay. If that resonates with you, you selected the right group. Okay. What I'm seeing here is that in September, you're breaking free from the cocoon, the chrysalis, and you are spreading your wings. And what that means to me is that you're going to have access to a lot more freedom from September onwards. And what that means on a practical sense is that, for example, let's just say you barely got by financially, you're going to have financial freedom, more than enough money to do whatever you want with. Okay. Or if you had a lot of health problems in the past that really limited what you could do, you're having so much more freedom now. Health is returning. You can do a lot of things. You can go for runs. You can, get onto planes, this, that, everything. Whatever area of your life that was the most limiting for you, that limited what you were capable of doing, that is what's going through a transformation. Now, you already have gone through the difficult part, which is the ending, the turning into that goo in the chrysalis, right? September, you're spreading your wings for the first time. That's what it feels like. Okay. Taking your baby steps into a whole new life path. You already did the hard work if you selected group number 1. So that's a really good sign. Okay. You already did the hard work. I feel like in August, especially like this past August, this past month, I don't know what the heck you went through, but there were certain things that may have been torn out of your life, or you purposefully tore them out of your life. Habits, addictions, people, whatever. And, you're spreading your wings this month. All right. We have orphaned. See, this is what I'm saying. Group number 1, you guys, like, people don't even realize this about you. There's something here about like your whole life. Even if you like grew up with your blood family, there's something here about they never felt like your family, or having constantly being put into situations where you felt like the black sheep, the outsider. Okay, like why does it seem like I make myself so lovable, so available, so giving, so generous, so healing to everyone I meet, and yet I somehow keep attracting narcissists, people who use me, people who don't love me right, who just blatantly disrespect me? Like, you may have been so confused. Some of you guys may have had a breakdown over this the past couple of months, okay? Like literally at rock bottom. Some of you guys may not have even wanted to be here anymore. Saying to the universe, saying to spirit, why? Why do I keep making myself, like, why am I so lovable? I group number 1, like, you make yourself out to be like the best friend that you could be to people, the best partner you can be, the best fill in the blank, everything for everyone. It just doesn't compute in your head. Like, you're not understanding it. Why do I keep being put repetitively into these situations then, where I feel like the orphan, the outcast, the black sheep, the one who's just used? Like the stereotypical orphan, somebody who their original biological parents, didn't want them for whatever reason, and then they may get like adopted into a family where they just use you. I'm thinking of like Cinderella. Her stepmother adopts her, I guess, and treats her own biological children so nice, but then treats Cinderella like the free maid of the house with so much disrespect. Some of you guys may really resonate with Cinderella. as a story. Just feeling like you were constantly put into those positions, at jobs. Maybe you were the hardest worker, but everyone else seemed to get raises and promotions around you, or this and that. This orphaned energy, this is your karmic lesson that the eclipse season is trying to heal within you. Okay, you asked the question, why does this keep happening to me? The answer, group number 1, is that you're making yourself too accessible. You're making your energy too accessible. You need to start being more needy. This is the funny thing. This is the funny thing. You guys have been made to feel from other people like you're too much, too needy, whatever. The ironic thing about it is, in order to break free from this orphaned energy, you need to be actually more needy, have higher standards, okay? Accept less people, okay? And really up those standards. Have more prerequisites for people before they have access to your energy. That is why you keep attracting these situations where you feel like the orphan again. This could be romantic relationships where your partner treats you with disrespect. This could be friendships that always come to you for advice, for emotional support and healing, but are gone the second you need it. You know what I mean? Just various situations like that where you keep getting hurt. There is a wisdom here. Okay, look to Mother Nature if you ever need answers, because all the answers you need are within Mother Nature. And one thing that I notice about Mother Nature is that whether it comes to the human body, I'll give you a funny example of this. Okay, the skin around your anus is actually, I believe it has if you cut that area, it has antibiotic sort of energy. I lost my train of thought because I just had to pause the video to answer a phone call. I actually got a free cell phone line, which was so random to come up during a reading. I always believe that these sort of synchronicities, they're not coincidences, right? Some of you guys may be offered something free this month that may help you out financially, or just some sort of free opportunities that you're really going to enjoy. Okay. Anyways, what I'm seeing here is you need to raise your standards. Oh yeah, we were talking about the skin. Okay, there's something antimicrobial. I don't know if that's the right word. So when you cut that area, it actually is resistant to infections. Obviously, that's important because of the E. coli and the matter. If it gets in your bloodstream, that can literally poison you, right? Now, what I always wondered is, why isn't all of our skin like that? Wouldn't that make so much more sense? And the reason why it's not all like that is because in nature, nature likes to use... It's very thrifty. Nature is very thrifty. It likes to use the least amount of resources possible to get a job done. And that's why it's only in that one area that it has that sort of superpower. Does that make sense? So it's kind of like the message here. That was such a weird example, but the message here is the least amount that you need to get by, 9 times out of 10, that is what nature is going to give you. So when you start making demands, you refuse to get by on the bare minimum, and you require much more resources, energy, time, affection, whatever it may be, that's what you'll receive. When you stop accepting the bare minimum, you will stop attracting the bare minimum. Does that make sense? And also, when you change your mindset in this way, you no longer become attracted to that in the first place. You no longer are willing to settle. Okay. So the karmic lesson here is no more settling. We have Take a Moment coming out as your message from Spirit this month, and it says, stop. Now is not the time to rush into the decision that you're about to make. Before this important decision is made, take a moment to pause and quiet your mind so that you can ask your soul for guidance before you act or move forward. The wisdom for you this month, and look, we have another butterfly there, so the butterfly spirit may be very strong for you, which represents transformation. Your whole life is transforming. Another thing that's changing with this eclipse season in the month of September is, perhaps in the past you would have made very impulsive decisions. If someone got you riled up, you would just sort of, argue back with them. And now it's like you're taking your time, you're finding wisdom in slowness. Whereas in the past, you may have rushed into an opportunity, rushed into love, even if it was not solid, not stable. Now you are really patient. And with the divine timing here, I've noticed a lot of people who watch tarot readings, they hate the divine timing message because they're impatient, right? I feel like in September, you're genuinely understanding divine timing. You're genuinely becoming patient. And the reason why you have access to that patience is because you're no longer tolerating situations that can only work out when you're stuck in this place of waiting, like waiting for that person to change, waiting for that promotion. You're not waiting anymore, right? So when you decide to stop waiting and instead align yourself with people and opportunities that actually offer you something substantial in the present moment, not nothing that you got to wait for, then you become much more in harmony with the message of divine timing, and you become way more patient and less reactive, you know? So it feels like your whole landscape is really changing here. You're becoming less reactive, more patient, almost monk-like in your energy is what it feels like, you know? Like if somebody comes into your life and they're just coming in really hot, really fast, sort of Knight of Swords energy, impulsively, recklessly, you are like this pillar of strength and stability. You're in no rush. So you may tell that person, you know, you can come into my life when you are stable, when you are solid, when you have things figured out, when you can offer something substantial. Somebody comes in, they're really wanting you to invest in their business, but they're rushing, they're trying to force you to make a quick decision. You may, again, be that pillar of strength and patience and say, why don't you go back home and organize a business plan that makes sense for me to invest in? And, you know, there's no rush. Take your time. I don't know. I'm just getting this deep patience from within you that even you are really enjoying being in this stable headspace. It feels like maturity. You guys really, really matured. Even like from last month. 1 year ago, 1 month ago, you are a completely different person. I think anybody who hasn't spoken to you in a few weeks, few months, few years, if they come in September, which I feel like they might, and communicate with you again, I think they're going to be shocked at how differently you carry yourself now, okay? You guys learned some major karmic lessons that you've been carrying with you your entire life, you know? So it's like you've returned home to your natural state of being, which is patient, peaceful, zen, connected. It feels really, really good. People notice this difference in you. We have caring connections in reverse for September, right next to orphaned. Yeah, a lot of you guys, here's the thing. It's like you may have gone through some breakups, whether friendship, whether romantic, and you hit like a really dark place with that, like rock bottom energy with that. Like, you know, this separation may have triggered some childhood wounds within you. This orphan energy that we're talking about, it's like, why am I always abandoned? Why am I always the one left out in the cold? Why does nobody want to be, like, why can I never seem to find the love that I give to everyone return? I've never met anyone in my life who has been able to return that. You know, that these may be thoughts that you were struggling with in previous weeks or months, okay? September, something's changing within you, you know, you're healing from that. And this orphaned energy, this is the karmic weight you've been carrying that this eclipse season is asking you to release. Okay, there's an opportunity for you to let this go entirely and never feel this way again for the rest of your life. You know, and how do you do it? You have to change. First off, you have to drastically increase your standards, is what I'm seeing when it comes to other people. You have to let yourself mourn what has already been lost. Stop settling for less than you deserve. Okay, it's not funny anymore. Whew, we have this moon celestial card coming out from the Prairie Majesty deck. I believe that's what it's called. Okay, follow the moon cycles. You know, moon cycles, very important during an eclipse season. Obviously, they are the whole point of the eclipse season. Things are going to get really, really intense for you. You're doing some intense emotional healing this month is what it feels like. especially around your relationships. And you're approaching your emotions and your relationships with much more centeredness, peace, and standards. You're having standards, which is the best part about all of this. Now, let's get some specifics about what you're going to be experiencing in September, pulling from the tarot. This is the Good Tarot. And I'm just going to do a straight line here and see what cards want to come out for you. Group number 1. So far, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I feel like the lessons that you're learning right now, you're going to carry with you for the rest of your life. So it's like the wisdom that's being unlocked, the state of being. Like I said, a lot of you guys are feeling much more empowered, peaceful, no longer settling for less than you deserve. And you're in this very mature headspace. All right, so let's see how this is going to play out in a practical sense. We have the 5 of Earth in reverse as your first card. This is where you're coming from, feeling left out in the cold, abandoned, orphaned, broke, health issues, just literally like a street orphan from the 1800s, and you're just riddled with disease, and you don't have shoes, and it's snowing out, and that's I know that sounds so dramatic, but that is literally the level of stress that you went through. That is literally the level of stress that you carried as if you were in that position. I'm picking up on past lives as well, where that was in fact the case. And you're repeating the energetic echoes of that, but in this lifetime and in this modern day, And the wisdom of the 5 of Earth is that help is always available. Your way out of these miserable circumstances, it's always available. And the lack mindset will keep you in troubling situations. Let me give you a personal example of this, okay? Recently, I actually went through a separation, right? And this person, their tactic for trying to stay with me was to make themselves feel needed. They were trying to make it seem like I could not function without them. Like literally, they took apart mechanical things so that way I would need to call them to put the stuff back together in order to use it. Like things like that, very crazy, right? And so I did put up with this person for weeks in this like very toxic, manipulative energy, because I thought like there's no way I'm going to be able to figure this out on my own. But it got so bad, it got to the point where I was like, I gotta leave. Like I can't talk to this person anymore. And so I didn't have all the answers. I had no idea how I was going to do like half of the stuff that they were taking care of, but I left anyways, because that's what my intuition was telling me to do. And you know what? Day by day, I figured everything out one by one. They were, for example, fixing something on my car. So I was afraid to stop talking to them because it's like, oh, well, what if my car breaks down and I don't have money, blah, blah, blah. Guess what? Stopped talking to them and networked, leaned into my community. There's lots of mechanics that I know who they all looked at it and it's fine. You know what I mean? It's like day by day, I figured it out, and help was all around me. I didn't need to stay in this miserable circumstances. There is the illusion that you're stuck. Putting up with something, that's just an illusion. That's devil energy, all right? I wouldn't be surprised if the devil came out in this reading as a card, because it is the illusion that you're stuck. It is the illusion that you have no other option, when in reality, help is around you, okay? We have the Page of Earth in reverse. Some of you guys here may have been dealing with financial or health issues as well. Just feeling like, man, I really want to manifest more money, or I really want to get my health together. King of Water upright. There's amazing divine masculine people in your life right now who really want to pour into you. Like I said, help is all around you. Somebody here is a very healing personality. Very spiritually aware, creative soul, and I can't emphasize like lean into your community, lean into your friendships, lean into your network. If there's anything you need help with, ask every single person you know, okay? Like, because if they don't know, they might know somebody who knows. So I am seeing that sort of support around you. Let's see. 2 of Earth in reverse. We have the Page of Fire upright. I'm seeing a new opportunity coming in. There's a fire in your belly, a strong spirit that you have that is very passionate about really having this sort of glow up success story this month. Okay. And so there's this fire in your belly that's going to get you moving when it comes to your goals. I am seeing that, you know, it's like it's like before this month even starts, you're frustrated that you haven't met certain goals. Like you're frustrated. Oh, I don't have the money I want to make. I don't have the health that I want to have, for example. Or, you know, my house is falling apart. There's so many projects to do around the house, right? You know, so you're in that sort of lack mentality, but it kind of, weirdly enough, that lack mentality puts a fire in your belly to make change. You know, you're sick of living in chaos. And it's like, I feel like you're going to be very productive and put a lot of work towards your goals and dreams and visions this month. And as you're doing that, it's like Spirit's saying, keep focusing on those goals, keep focusing on those dreams. And your angels are sending people all around you to help you with the other stuff. You know, there's people in your life who will help you with any of the problems or distractions that will come up and try to take your attention away from your goals and dreams. Okay. There will always be distractions. That's the thing. It's like, you know, especially when you have a sort of God-given mission in life, some sort of light work that you're doing, healing work you're doing, creative work you're doing, light that you're spreading, distractions will come up for you in the form of toxic relationships, things falling apart, this, that, the third. Okay. Now here's the thing. When you have this light mission on the planet, you are fiercely protected by so many spirits. And in fact, they will always help protect you from those distractions. As long as you don't choose to engage in those distractions, it's like you'll have the people, the resources, your bills will always get paid. There will always be food in your fridge. You know what I mean? It's like you'll always, at the very bare minimum, make enough to get by, okay? Or have the people in your life to fix the problems that you're going through. You'll always have the resources and the tools to take care of yourself, no matter what, if you have this light mission, okay? And so Spirit is saying, keep that fire in your belly, keep focusing on your goals. We are sending you help for the other stuff. We have the Six of Earth in reverse. There's a lot of cards here that suggest lack mentality or feeling broke, feeling broken, money issues, things like that. Let's see, Lovers in reverse. Wow. Lovers in reverse with the Caring Connections cards in reverse. I'm telling you, a lot of you guys must have gone through some sort of major separation, divorce, friendship breakup. I'm honest to God, guys, the worst breakup I've ever been through in my life wasn't even romantic. It was a friendship, okay? Whatever it is, there's been some sort of ending, some sort of no answer, some sort of rejection here that may have either literally taken your money, your stuff, or just taken a lot of life and time out of you. And the month of September, you have this fire in your belly to like restore. And your justice in all of this is not this person suffering, but it is your own success story. You glowing, you coming back rich, hot, healthy, wealthy, you know, prosperous with beautiful people around you, beautiful life experiences. That is your justice for this. You know, a lot of you guys may be upset because 2 of Earth in reverse, 6 of Earth in reverse, you know, you gave. I come back again to this karmic pattern of yours where you give and give and give. You love unconditionally. And then what do you get in return? Trauma. The other person gets substantial character growth and healing. And what do you get? Trauma, trust issues. And like, you're fed up with it. Like a lot of you guys, like you had to reach this absolute critical breaking point, rock bottom energy to have the foundation to build the life of your dreams. Okay, month of September, this is a potent time for you to finally release this pattern once and for all. Spirit is asking you a question right now. They're saying, did you learn your lesson yet? Are we going to accept these friendships, these relationships, these situations in life where you're just giving all this charity away, all your money away, all your time away, for nothing in return or very minimum in return? Or are you going to start recognizing that you need to have higher standards, pour into yourself. If you start making money, for example, you might be the type of person who like you always immediately like bought all of your friends gifts, gave it all away immediately. Money hits your account, you give it all away immediately. Or some extra time hits your schedule and you immediately spend it supporting and uplifting other people. Okay, Spirit's saying you've been foolish by doing that, straight up. Like, you think that you're doing good, and you are, but it's like, at what cost? All of the time that you could have used working on your own dreams, health, and well-being. All of the resources that you've spent that could have been invested in yourself, in your own future. You gotta fill your own cup up first and then let that cup overflow with abundance and prosperity. And it's from the overflow that you should be generous, not from the cup itself, okay? You guys need to enter into a season of selfishness. Pouring into you. Ace of Earth in reverse. I have never in my life done a reading where this many Earth or Pentacle cards have come out in reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all in reverse. There are some critical, major blockages that you've experienced in your health or finances that need to be let go of. Straight up. It's not even health and finances. It could also be self-worth. Accepting way less than you deserve. Working a job where you're getting underpaid, being in a relationship where you basically act as this person's mother or father and get nothing in return. Like you're literally rubbing their feet, doing their laundry, doing their dishes, taking them out on dates, planning the trip, booking the tickets, taking them to their doctor appointments. What do you get in return? What you're not seeing is when you keep these unreciprocal relationships and situations in your life, you are literally draining your own blessings. So why would the universe bring you more money or more time or more blessings if you're just going to waste it all on somebody who has negative karma? Like that person who's not reciprocating, they carry negative karma. They're racking up negative karma every single day that they take and not give. So it's like they energetically carry this frequency where they are being blocked blessings, right? So when you're giving endlessly to that person, you aren't going to get your blessings because that person can't get blessings. And so if you're giving everything to that person, all right, you're not getting blessings then. You're not getting money. If somebody's karma is so negative, they need to pay that off. They need to give back to the earth. They need to give back. I hope you get what I'm saying. Ace of Earth in reverse. That was the blockage for you for the longest time. Your own self-worth. Ace of Water in reverse. See, this is tied to relationships, guys. A lot of you accepted so much less than you deserved, accepted less than the bare minimum for the longest time, like your whole life. Orphaned energy, feeling unwanted, so you accept whatever you can get. And it's like, you don't even realize how much more you can attract, okay? The only, the silver linings of this reading, guys, and I know this sounds so negative, but here's the thing. The month of September, you're releasing this. You're letting these patterns go. You're reflecting on them. There's a deep healing. Okay, blockages in your love life and financial life. It's being resolved at this time. For sure. That's what's transforming. And Page of Fire and the King of Water. These are the silver linings. You have a fire in your belly to make change happen in your life, to work hard, get your finances together, focus on yourself. Okay, King of Water upright. You have amazing people around you. People who are going to help you, people who actually love you, people who actually reciprocate, other givers, okay? You need to pour into those connections. And, if you're somebody who's very much used to toxic relationships, those connections may feel boring. You might not feel inspired by them, but you know what? You need to double down on them. So group number 1. It appears that there is some loss here. Endings of relationships with the Lovers in reverse and caring connections in reverse, okay? You may be cutting some cords. And that's difficult, that's painful. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, Feeling like, when will I finally meet the love of my life? When will I finally be having money of my own? Like, when will I finally be happy? You know, these are the questions that are coming through here. And you're starting to see very clearly your own internal blockages that has caused this lifelong karmic pattern within you. And it's finally being released in September. So it's actually a really good month, guys. Very pivotal month. This month is going to change the rest of your life. Okay, some of you guys, for the rest of 2025, if you take the lessons from this reading and apply them genuinely, you will notice your financial and health situation improving drastically for the rest of 2025. And it all is stemming from your own self-worth. Okay? Everything that we experience externally has a root internally. And finances, health, they're connected to self-worth. So when you accept non-reciprocal relationships and situations in life where you're giving a lot more than you're receiving, where you feel orphaned, out in the cold, waiting for the love that you deserve, waiting for the money, waiting for whatever, you know, when you allow those connections into your life, you are deeply damaging your own self-worth, which deeply damages your ability to attract money and your ability to stay consistently healthy. Okay? And so it's a good thing that we have caring connections and lovers in reverse, and that those connections are ending. As painful as it is, it's a good thing because they were getting in the way of your prosperity and your wealth. Okay? So guys, I'll leave your reading there. Thank you for watching. I just saw 24:24 on the clock. Stability and strong relationships coming in. I do feel like there are good people in your life. So yeah, thank you for joining me. If you have not downloaded my free tarot guide ebook, go download that now. Link down below. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. Thank you guys. Bye. Hello, group number 2, and welcome. You guys selected the lapis lazuli stone. The stone, in my opinion, is excellent for protecting you from negative and jealous energies. Like anybody who's sending you the evil eye, you are protected. Okay, so there's something big here about energy protection. You know, in the collective, I have noticed quite a few people, there's been this message of protect your energy, cleanse your energy, protect your energy a lot recently. I don't know if group number 2, any of you guys have made any enemies recently or maybe caused some people to carry ill will towards you, maybe out of jealousy or something like that. But just make sure that you're keeping your energies cleared is what I want to say. Let's see what's coming out for you in September. Going forward, yes, there's no going back. You know, this card kind of reminds me of the Shire, Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, you know. I feel like a lot of you guys are moving forward in life, and what you are attracting, what you're heading towards is this beautiful sense of family and riches and real genuine prosperity. What do I define as prosperity? I think this is talking about your ability to have a beautiful home, a beautiful community. I don't know why as I'm saying this, I just got goosebumps. A beautiful community. I'm literally seeing people around you on a daily basis who make you laugh, who like you just go out and enjoy whatever season it is outside with, and really high quality foods, like fresh foods without all the crap in it. I really am seeing those simple pleasures in life. That's true prosperity in my book. Some of you guys, you know, go watch The Hobbit because you'll understand what I'm saying. That Shire Hobbit vibe, like that's what you're manifesting more of, which is very beautiful. That is true prosperity in life, to have people who you love, people who you can laugh and joke and drink and eat with and dance with and all that jazz. That's true prosperity, having a home to go home to, you know, a nice community around you. What else can you ask for? There's a big message here of not looking back though. So I am wondering if any of you guys needed this sign that you're on the right path and to keep moving forward. That's your sign. We have a mother's love coming through from your spirit guide. So if you have a past mother, they're coming through very strongly, or if you're at a distance from your mother, coming through strongly. Motherly energy in general is strongly with you in September. Okay. And if you felt like you never really had a strong relationship with your mother, this is also Mother Nature. Okay. This is goddess energy connecting with you, whoever your closest mother is. Okay. Or the multiple mothers in your life. There's a message here from them. A mother's love is reaching out to you at this time and holding you close. She knows how much you miss her and wants to remind you that this special bond of love can never be broken. Oh, that's very beautiful. I love that. Okay, feeling loved. When I think of like motherly energy, when it comes through in a reading like this, think about what it's like to be a baby, to be a toddler, to just cry, and all of your needs, somebody else takes care of it. You don't have a single responsibility in the world other than to just exist and be yourself. Meditate on that feeling. You might not have felt that in a very long time, and you might be needing to feel that, even in adulthood, how special it is to have somewhere to go. And it's like it's kind of like going back home and dinner's cooked for you, Something as simple as that can mean so much when you have so much responsibility on your shoulders. Just like a free meal, not having to worry about it, having somebody else nurture and take care of you in that way. This motherly energy can be found all around you in many different places. It's coming through strongly in your reading. I am feeling group number 2. A lot of you guys are needing to surround yourself with more of this motherly energy. Okay. If you found yourself to be in the motherly position for a long time, meaning that, some of you guys may literally be parents, but you're always the one to take care of business. You're the one cooking and cleaning all the time, planning all the things, making all the appointments. If you're feeling that way, let me tell you something that is going to change your life. You need to surround yourself with other givers. Other givers. If you are a giver, surround yourself with other givers. And honestly, you want my blunt advice? Remove any freeloaders from your life. Anybody who's not a giver, anybody who's okay with just accepting all of your love, eating all your meals, doing everything and not giving anything back in return, reject them, straight up. I'll give you a random story here. The other day I had somebody new to my life come over, and you know what? It's the smallest complaint, but I made them a whole spread of snacks and handmade a handmade meal from scratch, and I really went out of my way. And they came over, they enjoyed it, they went home. They didn't say thank you. And that rubbed me the wrong way. Something as small as that just made me think, I don't think I'm going to invite them over again. I don't think I'm going to do that for them again. They lost their privilege to my energy, because I don't want to be connected with people who I can't be my naturally giving self with. It brings me joy to be so extra with the people in my life. So it's if I connect with somebody who I feel tired around them because I'm doing too much, I'm giving too much, I'm not going to take that as, I do too much. No. Because I love doing that. That's my natural state of being. I'm going to take that as, okay, this person can't match my frequency. They can't match my frequency, So they may be better off for somebody, or with somebody, with a friend, with a lover, whatever it is, who gives less. They may be more compatible with somebody who is less than me. Not to sound egotistical, but it's I know that I'm extra. I deserve people who are also extra. We have blossoming abundance in reverse. This is what I'm saying. When you surround yourself with those givers, those mothers, those energies, I'm telling you, life becomes so much easier. So you would be shocked at how much easier life becomes. And when I say easier, I mean your goals are just going to be met so much easier. Things are going to flow easier. You're not going to feel stuck. I hate to talk about myself, but I need to give another example here. For years of my life, in my early 20s, I was surrounded by straight men. All of my friends were straight men. That's just how it played out. My whole friend group was just straight men. Okay. And listen, there's nothing wrong with straight men. However, I have noticed compared to other demographics, pretty much any other demographic, these were specifically straight white men, if that makes a difference. And I just noticed that none of my goals were taking off. And I also noticed that like I would host all the time, and I'd be the one that would cook all the time, and I'd be the one that would come up with ideas for like fun things to do all the time. I'd plan all of the trips. You know, I was basically doing all of the work to create these magical environments and to keep the group together, you know, and it wasn't being returned. And I was so confused as to like, it seems so unrelated, but I was confused because my business and my finances were stuck, like frozen in time. And I did not know why, because I was working so hard to get it unstuck and get it growing. What I didn't realize was that I was not surrounded by other givers. And when I shifted gears a little bit and changed some of the people around me and was then surrounded by other healers, other givers, it's like, boom, suddenly all my metrics started skyrocketing. You know, group number 1 had a similar message. You know, we have this eclipse season in, Virgo and Pisces. And also the North Node is currently in Pisces, South Node in Virgo. This axis really illuminates who we care for. And it also like specifically ties us to our work, what we give, our responsibilities, how much we give, and our karmic tie to that. So people pleasers, overgivers, y'all are really like going through a massive awakening when it comes to your negative karmic tendencies to overgive. Now, here's my opinion. I don't think you can overgive if you're surrounded by other givers. That's the thing. You know, for the longest time, I was an overgiver, not because like I should have loved less, but because I was giving and loving people who did not give back. That's when it became overgiving, you know? So I don't know. That's just something to keep in mind here. We have Imagine coming out. Okay, shifting gears a little bit. There's a daydreamy sort of elements about this card, and I feel like a lot of you guys are doing a lot of visualization. Maybe making vision boards for yourself, or even with like feng shui, finding art, making artwork, decor for your house that is energetically in alignment for the things that you want to manifest. We have Digest with the turkey vulture. I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen a turkey vulture in person. They are terrifying looking. They're huge. I love it. It's a rare but exciting animal to spot in Pennsylvania. It says, what am I cleaning up or converting? September is all about, it feels like you are sort of, I don't know why, some of you guys may actually be doing a deep declutter, cleansing, like literally cleansing your house, your car, your office. I'm seeing burning papers. Some of you, bonfires seem to be really big too. I'm wondering if any of you guys are camping, burning things up, anything like that. What am I cleaning up or converting? Okay. We have hardship. Yeah, see, this ties into what I was like yapping about. Life becomes harder when you are surrounded by people who take. As a giver, as a lover, you need to surround yourself with other givers and other lovers. That's the thing. You know, you need to find your flock. This says, may I embrace what's happening right now, as baffling or painful as it is. Help me, God, to trust where you are guiding me. I am yours. I'm not going to sugarcoat readings. We're all going through it right now. Okay, like it's eclipse season. We're all having our karmic shadows and lessons being thrown into our face. The universe is such a strong, loud mirror right now saying, hey, this is why you suck. Fix it. Group number 2, you suck because you overgive to the wrong people and situations. And you suck because you keep blaming the universe. Like, why do I not fit in? Why do I feel like an alien? It's not that you're an alien. It's that you suck at discerning who you should and should not give your energies to. You feel like an alien because, listen, there's nothing wrong with not being a giver. You know, there's nothing wrong with being somebody who does not want to really pour a lot into your relationships. That's fine, as long as you don't expect other people to do pour into you, you know? I love someone deeply who's like that. I know not to expect them to plan anything or go out of their way to do anything really, really nice. But you know what? They're awesome because they also don't want that in return. They're very independent, and that's fine. That's who they are, you know? I don't expect them to be differently. But the thing is, it's like, what's your frequency, guys? If you're somebody who's very thoughtful, very giving, very loving, very motherly, you need to be having more discernment about that, like consciousness about that, and find people who match your who match your frequency. Other healers, other givers, other parents, if you're a parent. Find people like you and surround yourself with them, straight up. Like, there is an importance in diversity and communicating with people of various backgrounds and frequencies to broaden your own soul and mind. I do think that's very important, but I think it's equally important to, like, your closest companions, your tribe, your people. There should be a common thread that pulls you together, okay? And you will feel like an alien if you don't have that for yourself. So the month of September is all about finding that for yourself, and you may have people being drawn in towards you as well. There could be opportunities for that. We have the Four of Fire. This is literally the perfect card to represent what I'm talking about. Four of Fire it's a community card. On the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck, the Four of Wands shows a marriage, okay? A community getting together, a town getting together to celebrate the union of two people. Now, this tribe, this family, this community, they don't just gather for positive things such as parties, birthdays, weddings, all that. They also gather for funerals, for heartbreak, for separation, for the tragedies, you know? It's your group of people who come together in good times and bad times. Okay, the month of September, you're really getting together with those people a lot more, it feels like, to celebrate the wins and the hardships of life. And it feels really good. Lean into that community. Okay, we have the Magician uprights. Oh, guys. All right, I'm picking up on a random message here. If you're single and you've been trying to manifest love, your manifestations are working. And some love may be finding you straight up. The Magician's awesome, though, because it shows big manifestations coming through in the month of September. Whatever and this is what I'm saying, like, a lot of you guys are keeping yourself tapped into that frequency by doing visualization. Something I like to do, and I've talked about it so much recently, but I'm going to say it again. 11 minutes in the morning, 11 minutes in the evening. I open up my phone, I start recording with the Voice Memos app, and for 11 minutes, I just script out loud, like, I am so happy to be driving the car of my dreams, I this and that, and like, I mix together things that I'm actually grateful for in the present moment that I already have, and then gratitude for the things that I want as if it already happened in the present moment. And I do that for like 22 minutes a day, 11 minutes in the morning, 11 minutes in the evening. It completely changed my frequency, and I have actually received compliments on how different I seem energetically to people. Okay, like, I'm telling you, you should do that. And I literally just delete the voice memo right after it's recorded. The reason why I record is because I found if, like, I'm trying to just do it like by looking at the clock and like, okay, 11 minutes from now I'll stop, I just will get distracted. But for some reason, when I hit the record button, I'm consistent with it. It's like I'm actually recording something. I don't know. Anyways, we have Justice. If any of you guys are going through anything legal, oh yeah, you're in the right here. You've been acting with integrity is what I'm seeing. You know, you've been standing up for yourself, acting with integrity, doing the right thing. Any legal things, you know, that's happening right now for you, you're succeeding, you're winning. Okay. Feels really, really good. And another thing here is what is your justice? If you felt wrong done by recently, your justice, it might not be that person, place, or thing that did you wrong, failing and acting miserable, but it's also you glowing, thriving, succeeding, and manifesting the life of your dreams. Yeah, there's a lot of forward momentum when it comes to the things you want in life. Judgment, oh my. First off, so many major arcana cards. Judgment is showing you making a judgment call to forgive someone or something, or to carry something from your past into the present and into the future. Okay. So some of you guys may be reconciling with an old friend, lover, something like that. Somebody from your past may also be coming up because maybe for the longest time you were not on the same frequency, and therefore you guys kind of fell out of each other's lives. Maybe you were never even close in the first place. There's something here because we see this massive shift in your energy, right? When you do these manifestation techniques, when you script, when you keep yourself in alignment, when you do the affirmations, right? Your whole energy is going to change. And what I'm seeing here is that somebody from your past, and listen, don't get excited about some toxic ex that you're still not over, okay? It's not that. All right. What I'm seeing here is you are really, you're really evolving your energy, and it's like you're on a new plane. You're on like a new frequency, right? And it's somebody who in the past, it's like you're now match frequencies, and that may magnetize you guys back to each other. I specifically want to say this is not somebody that you're going to really expect. I'll give you an example. Maybe it's like you went to high school with this person and you knew each other. Maybe you were in the same group or club or sport, but you were never really friends. You barely talked. Someone like that, maybe like sliding into your DMs or something, you know what I mean? That's what it feels like. However, now the more I'm talking, I'm also picking up that this is what I'm saying, like your justice, the karma that you're delivering. I feel like you are an angel of deliverance, okay? And you're delivering somebody else's karma. Anybody in your past who treated you horribly, who treated you bad, okay, their karma is having to watch you succeed without them. You know, there's something about that, like a handful, several people throughout your life. It doesn't matter when this happened. It could have been years or decades ago. Maybe said to you, oh, you'll never make it, or like treated you like trash when you were on your grind, when you were working hard, when you had nothing. They treated you like garbage, right? And it's like now, you may be quite prosperous, okay? You may be hot and healthy and wealthy and all that jazz. And it's like their karma is watching you succeed without them. Their karma is to live with the fact that they had the opportunity to be a part of your life, to be a part of your success. They chose to treat you horribly. And now look at you. And look at them, you know, I am picking up on that as well. So yeah, the people in that category, I'm warning you now, they will try to return into your life the more you succeed. So be prepared for that mentally. We have the Seven of Earth in reverse here. We have the Patience card in reverse. And let that, by the way, be your fuel to succeed more and work on your goals. Three of Water upright. See, this is that community. Such a strong community fuel for September. And we have the 10 of Earth. Yes. Oh boy, I love this. See, 7 of Earth in reverse, Patience in reverse. There was something here where it was like you poured a lot of effort and energy and time into something. It was very hard for you to let it go. Because of how much time and energy you spent onto it, but it was like you just weren't seeing the returns, so you had to pivot, right? Your patience wore thin, and it wasn't for you anymore, okay? And I think that was a very wise call, and it's like what you're filling your time with now in the absence of that person, place, or thing is your own success. And like I said, it was like somebody or something didn't return your energy to you. And you had to let it go and spend your energy on your own goals. And it's like you're really manifesting this month, guys. It's like through hardship, through endings, through these battles with life. It put a fire under your butt to really succeed. And it's like, you know, that I feel like this is the fuel that keeps you going. It's this knowing that like you deliver karma to the people who did you wrong by your own success, through your own success. You know, it's like if you want that person to chase you, they'll start chasing you the more you succeed. So if that's the toxic mindset you got to be in order to really focus on your self-love, then by all means do it. You know, let that be the mindset. As long as you are taking great care of yourself and not giving up on your dreams. There's something here about you never gave up on your dreams. You kept moving forward with it. You kept overcoming challenges and hardships. And now you're starting to really see the results of that, the success of that, the legacy that you've built for yourself. And I'm telling you guys, it's going to attract a lot of people. It's going to attract people from your past and new people towards you who... There's going to be people who match your vibe, who match your freak, but then there's also going to be people who did you wrong in the past who try coming back up because it's like you're succeeding now. That's what I'm feeling. You know, remember the message to keep your personal circle a circle of givers and lovers, okay, and healers. It'll make life so much easier, and it'll help you manifest your dreams faster. And I don't have any logical, I mean, I'm sure I can find the logical reasons for that and go off on a tangent about why that is, but just trust me, okay? Keep yourself surrounded by givers. Thank you for joining me. Definitely like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe if you've not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. And make sure you download my free tarot ebook if you have not already. Completely free, link below. Thank you guys. Bye. Hello, group number 3, and welcome. You guys selected the amethyst, beautiful stone of psychic protection and opening up those upper chakras. So you guys may have been very psychically sensitive recently, having dreams, psychic dreams. I've been having so many psychic dreams recently, you know, and it's like the dreams themselves, they don't necessarily, well, there has been prophetic dreams I've had in the past few weeks, but I've had spirits come through in dreams telling me the exact wisdom, like literally spirit guides, and then they keep showing up in my daily life all of the time. But also your dreams can tell you so much about what you're attracting and your subconscious mind, you know, what's happening. So let's see. Okay, what is happening for you in September? You have the badger spirit with defend. Wow. And it says, am I fully claiming my authority? Some of you guys are really stepping into your authority at this time. You're not putting up with anyone's crap anymore, and you're standing up for yourself. This is going to do wonders for your ability to live a prosperous life and manifest the things you want to manifest, because you're knowing your worth and you're defending what you've got. I love that. Okay. We have hello from heaven from your spirit guides and angels. And this says, your loved ones in the spirit world want to connect with you as much as you want to connect with them. They know you've been thinking of them, and they're sending you signs and symbols to show how much they love you, to prove that they're with you at this time. So there's a very strong connection with spirit at this time. Some of you guys, you know, I don't know what's going on in your life, but recently, especially since you chose the amethyst, it's like recently you may have been so connected spiritually, like maybe like praying every day, going to your altar every day, talking to your guides, your ancestors, your loved ones every day, telling them how you want them to help you. That's my biggest thing. Like, as a medium, I need you to know these spirits that love you, and there's a lot of them usually, they want to help you. They want to assist you, and there's so much they can do. Ask them for help with literally anything. I ask spirit for help finding things that I've lost around the house. I ask spirits for help like manifesting all sorts of things in my life, or removing all sorts of blockages. And like 99% of the time, you know, it works. But the thing is, with the spirit realm, they can't help you unless you ask, because they can't interfere with your free will. Like, that's just how the fabric of our universe is written and how this world works. Like, you are given free will as an incarnated human, and nobody can mess with that, okay? You can do all the spells in the world to mess with somebody's free will, but it won't work. Now, spirit guides can help be very suggestive to people. Like, if you ask a spirit guide to help you know, change somebody's mind about something or influence a decision, they can help you with that. But it's like they can't outright affect any or intervene with somebody's free will, you know. And I've had experiences where spirit guides, ancestors were all about like a couple or a friendship or whatever. And it's like one of the people in that connection used their free will in a negative way, and then it didn't work out. And you may be thinking, why the heck were my spirit guides so heavily advocating for that? And it's like, okay, well, again, spirits cannot control people's free will. People can use their free will to make crap decisions. Okay. They don't have control over that. So, I don't know why that message is coming through, but a lot of you guys, the month of September, go to your altar, connect with your spirit guides, connect with nature spirits, everything. It'll be very good for you. We have abundance coming through upright. This is beautiful because an abundance card came out in reverse for group number 2. So I love this. I have these flowers growing out back currently. They're blooming. Very beautiful. Anyways, there's a lot that is going well in your life right now. It seems a lot of abundance. We have milk and honey coming out in reverse. Now, the message of milk and honey is like all things good. I think, what is it? Milk and honey are the only 2 ingredients on the planet that not a single animal is, what is it, allergic to or like poisonous. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Milk and honey are the only foods on the planet that every animal can eat. I believe that's what it is. It just like it won't kill any animal. There you go. Generally speaking. So when this comes out in reverse, there's actually a lot of things going right for you, I feel. And the message here is to really double down on that. I'm getting an image in my head here of, I don't know, this is so specific. Decorating your house or your environment with things that uplift you in a positive way, like specifically like hanging positive quotes on the walls or pictures of you and loved ones or things like that. Just like really sort of making your environment an altar to your own happiness. Okay, a lot of you guys, what you're manifesting is more happiness, more joy, more fun into your life. We have community in reverse already. All right, so there could be a change in your community taking place at this time. Some of you guys may have been working through feelings of betrayal recently, third-party situations, or feeling left out in the cold, or abandoned, not being invited, not feeling included in someone's life or in a group, okay? If you've been feeling that way anywhere in your life, comment down below where in your life has that been taking place. I'm seeing so much love and support being sent to you from your spiritual community. And we're going to pull some tarot to get some more messages on that probably. We have striving coming out as well. And this says, eventually the individual ego's drive to make things happen falls away, replaced with a relaxed, trusting openness to answers as they arise. Thank you, Divine, for letting me move with the flow. Very beautiful messages. Okay. So the end of striving and into just this flow of abundance after a period of feeling betrayed. Okay, it feels like your own milk and honey essence, the sweetness of your soul is being restored in September after some bitterness that you had to move through. You had to defend yourself from whatever this situation is. You had to stand up in your authority and say, no, I'm not going to be your side hoe. No, I am not going to be left out in the cold. I'm not going to be talked to this way. I'm not going to feel like an outsider. You know, something like that. You really had to defend yourself here against someone or something, being treated poorly. Okay. Let's see specifically how these energies will play out in the month of September. We have the 7 of water in reverse. The Magician in reverse. Okay. I got to give you guys a warning. Pay attention. Anybody from your past who was a liar, cheater, stealer. Okay, they may try coming back in. Or if they may currently be in your life somehow. And they're trying to make you confused. Okay, anybody, huge red flag, anybody who keeps saying, oh, I don't know what I want, I'm confused, I don't know what to do, they're manipulating you, okay? Straight up. Don't deal with it. Only deal with decisive people. Oh, you don't know what you want to do with my energy? Then you don't have access to my energy. Beware of situationships. Beware of people trying to put you into a third-party situation. Beware of people who make their loyalties unknown. Beware of people who make you feel very emotionally confused. Emotional confusion is a pretty clear sign. Like if you're having trouble listening to your intuition when it comes to a certain relationship, a certain person, like, oh, I just don't know what to do, I'm so confused. That to me as a psychic medium is a red flag of manipulation, because usually what that means is your intuition is telling you one thing and your ego is telling you the other. Or it can mean this person's words are saying one thing and their actions are saying the other. And that's what leads to the confusion. Like somebody can say, oh, I love you, I want to put a baby in you, I want to, blah, 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 blah. But then they won't commit, or their actions are saying otherwise. Trust the actions, not the words, okay? And if there's a mismatch in those things, that is manipulation. Point blank period. If there's a mismatch in someone's words and actions, yeah. It could go the other way too. I've dealt with that recently, actually. Somebody who they were trying to make it seem through their words that they weren't interested in me, but I knew through their actions that they were like obsessed with me and loved me. Same thing, manipulation. Don't stick around. It doesn't matter which way it goes. Don't stick around, Surround yourself with straightforward people. Listen to the song Simple Man by Leonard Skinner. Surround yourself with people like that, okay? Beware of this, though. I'm warning you now. It may try to enter your life some way, shape, or form in September, probably the beginning of September. We have the Empress in reverse. These energies thrive off of you not knowing your self-worth. They thrive off of you acting like a doormat. Okay, they thrive off of you being overly empathetic and loving towards them without them giving anything to earn that, Justice in reverse. Oh my God. Guys, this is a tough reading. Like the whole reading, all of the piles, because like I said, we're in eclipse season. Eclipse seasons are intense. There's a lot of intensity here. This same message just keeps coming through. I feel like a lot of people who watch me are light workers, healers, givers, lovers, So it makes sense that a lot of the same messages are repeating in some of these piles, but man, guys, justice in reverse is a sign of wrongdoing, okay? Someone may be trying to lie on your name to manipulate people's view of you, or it's like their actions and their words are totally misaligned, which is, again, manipulation, control, tactic. Somebody here, this is going to be a hyper specific message. Somebody here may be married or in a long-term relationship, and they are deeply, I'm not talking about you guys, this could be like a situation external to you, like two people external to you. The manipulator, the liar, they are heavily benefiting off of their partner having zero self-esteem, like complete doormat energy. Okay, they've been lying to this person fully, cheating, possibly, like justice in reverse, community in reverse. There's cheating energy here, or like non-loyal energy. This could even happen in friendships. I just saw 1212 on the clock, confirmation. Guys, avoid this energy at all costs is my recommendation. We have the 4 of air in reverse. Yeah, let it go. Give it a break. No contact if you can. 10 of air, ending. Release. No going back. King of water in reverse, another emotional manipulation card, guys. If your intuition is saying, yeah, I think this person, listen, King of water in reverse shows a very particular type of emotional manipulation that is very covert, okay? This is somebody who likes to present themselves as a helper, a healer, this and that, but they're very jealous, very insecure. And so it's like every time you want to go out and do something on your own, they kind of make you feel bad about that, or they become passive aggressive or pouty, or like they cause problems, scheduling issues, so that way you can't do anything without them. Pay attention if there's anyone like that in your life. It's exhausting. Oh my gosh, I've dealt with people like this before. It is so exhausting. They'll drain the life out of you. Oh my God. And they're going to probably give you some sort of sob story as well. Like, oh, I have nowhere to live, and this happened and that happened and blah, blah, blah. And they'll pair that with them asking some sort of unreasonable favor for you. Like, oh, cancel your plans for me. Woe is me. Don't go to that thing, or let me live with you because blah, 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 blah. Give me money because blah, 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 blah. They're going to give you some sob story. Okay. Don't give them anything. And the reason why I'm saying don't give them anything is because what did they give you? Lack of loyalty? Trying to treat you like some optional person in their life? Like, they can't even offer you loyalty, commitment. And they're coming in with this sob story. Ay. We have the King of Fire. Guys, whoever this manipulator was, okay, in your life, whether it was a friend, a colleague, romance, God forbid romance. For a lot of you, I feel like it is, though. What I'm seeing here is this person, they feel like a false flame. The funny and interesting thing, and I'm getting chills as I'm talking about this, okay? If we're in eclipse season, if you successfully learn how to stand up for yourself to this person and you don't take their crap anymore, you're not enabling them. That's the thing, enabling. That's what you need to not do here. Don't give anyone money. Do not, let anyone sob story have you giving to them if they're not giving anything to you. Like, I don't care what the situation is. They're giving confusing, manipulative energy. So manipulative. Justice in reverse. This person is actively harming you in addition to not offering you anything. Justice in reverse is like, this is somebody who knows they shouldn't be doing something. Like, yeah, I shouldn't be cheating. I shouldn't be lying. I shouldn't be stealing, but they are. They don't have integrity. They take more than they give. And their life, here's the thing. If you know who I'm talking about, what's going to happen in September is karma's going to hit them like a ton of bricks. Okay, because you're fiercely protected. And that's what happens. When you're a fiercely protected person, karma hits people who hurt you like a ton of bricks. That's happening in the beginning of September. Okay? It's like this person may have already betrayed you in the past, done you wrong in the past. And, life's hitting them now. For some of you guys, this person could be going through a divorce. Their spouse is leaving them. Okay, they lost their job, they lost their car, their home, they're late on rent and getting evicted. Okay, but you know what? Those things are not your responsibility. Them going through that is the consequences of their own actions. And that's something that they needed to deal with. And the thing is, if you help this person out, if you get this person out of this hole for them, they will not learn their lesson. This is their karma. And getting themselves out of that hole rebalances the energies in their life. So if you come in and listen to their sob story and you're like, you know what? Yeah, I'll pay off your debts for you. I'll let you live on my couch. I'll let you do this. I'll let you do that. They're not going to learn their lesson. You're enabling them. Your karmic lesson, group number 3, is to learn how to not enable these manipulators. Okay? And the funny thing is, I'm picking up on a strong pattern of disrespect from this person to you. You may have even thought this person would never come to you with any favors, with any love ever again because of, like, in the past, this person may have blatantly disrespected you. Like, blatantly. And I'm even seeing, like, in the past, they may have, like, been so mad at past boundaries you set that they even were like, I'm never talking to you again. So it's just funny to me now that they're trying to come back in like, oh, don't listen to it. Okay? Do not listen to it. You need to let them dig themselves out of this one. You need to let them experience their 10 of Swords moment. And the thing that pisses me off is that dealing with this person caused you to have so many 10 of Swords moment. Like, you really energetically hit your rock bottom or hit your breaking points dealing with this person while they were just coasting along. And now they're actually being held accountable for their actions, their past negative choices. And you know what? It's like, They need to face that. They need to be accountable. You got to stop enabling them. That's what I'm seeing. And I don't know. Part of it's kind of funny to me. Like, if you really do love this person, it's going to be tough. But it's kind of funny to me because it's like, yeah, Karma's coming around. For some of you guys, I think you're going to be laughing almost. Like, wow, you treated me so horribly and now you're on your knees begging for my forgiveness, begging for my help. Haha. You know, others of you, you know, you may really actually struggle to not help this person out. Like I said, don't do it. Anyways, the good news is that if you master this karmic lesson, because, you know, we're in eclipse season, it's all about releasing your karmic patterns, releasing the reasons why you suck. And as a reward of releasing why you suck and learning, you are gifted a beautiful new future, beautiful new things in your life, okay? The gift is the King of Fire. Okay? So this is, I don't want to say a replacement, but put it this way. All of the things that you loved about this manipulator, the vision that you had for like how your connection could play out in the future, it doesn't matter what your connection was, romantic, platonic, familial, whatever, like everything you wanted this to be but it wasn't, someone's coming in and they're gonna offer you like literally what you wanted, but the healed and whole version in the month of September, straight up, you know, which is really lovely, heart open. So if this is romantic for any of you guys, that's beautiful, you know. King of Fire is somebody who is very experienced in life, you know. They have spoken to a variety of people, experienced diversity. They have an open mind and heart as a result. Maybe they've traveled extensively, or even if they haven't traveled extensively, like they've just spoken to all walks of life, you know. They have perspective in life. They're the opposite of sheltered, basically. King of Fire is somebody who is really passionate about different creative ideas, spontaneous, and they love charging forward with those fun ideas. It's like, you know, they're the type of person where you could be like, you know what, let's just book a trip and go backpacking for like 3 months. They're gonna be like, bet, let's do it. You know, I already booked the flights, you know. So it's just very beautiful, and they're very romantic if it is a romantic partner you're attracting. This is somebody who the most beautiful thing in my opinion about the King of Fire is that they let other people's strengths shine. And they aren't full of themselves. They love learning from everybody. So it's like, if you have a special interest, like you're masterful in one area of life, this isn't somebody who's going to pretend to know more than you. You know, they're really going to listen, and they're going to let your work shine through. You know, like, for example, if this is a new boss, for example, a new job that you're in, this is like a company that like hears you and gets to know you. Maybe they learn something about you. Like maybe you're really creative. They're like, you know what? Like, I know that you only have this, you know, menial position here, but I actually want you to do your own thing and work on this project on your own and like really just let your creative talent shine through. You know, this is somebody who really is great at bringing out the best in everybody and collaborating in a community way. You know, this could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They don't have to be though. The fire energy specifically, it's just somebody who's really fun to be around, and they have a lot of charm and charisma, and it's like so easy to have endless conversation with them. You know, you genuinely are drawn into them like a magnet, and them to you. So that's what you're attracting. If and only if you master this lesson this month, okay? The universe is going to be testing you. And the test is, you know, in the past, you had to defend yourself. You had to stand up to a manipulator. That manipulator may be returning. And it's like, will you continue to defend your boundaries? If the answer is yes, boom. King of Fire unlocked, and you don't want to miss out on that. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. Definitely like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe if you've not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there, shamanic life coaching sessions there, as well as my online tarot reading course. Make sure to download my free ebook tarot guide if you have not already. Links down below. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.